Okay, we are live now. What up, dudes? Hi. Okay. Um, sorry about that, guys. I was we were Malcolm and I. Malcolm, say what's up.
Stop.
We were watching the we watched our could have been better, very much better.
Now, wait a minute. We didn't watch those shows.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's what I'm saying. We didn't watch the whole show. All right, we watched the selected matches that we wanted to watch. But all the matches that we wanted to do delivered. My queen Becky Lynch keeps her title.
Come on, King Maxwell, yes!
Keeps her title, beat Charlotte clean, which is great. And I see people already have been leaving questions. I guess you guys didn't know that this Q&A was going to start at 10. But once again, turn on a little bit. Anyway, welcome to the show, guys. As always, I'm your host, your alpha, M.V.K, Kid, as always. And so we're here, guys, to we're answering the questions. We're answering the questions for the final Q&A open session for the month of October. So Halloween is about to come up, and I hope you guys, if you do celebrate Halloween, have a safe and happy Halloween. I'll be working Halloween, so it's not going to be good. But other than that, let's do this. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back to the questions that happened already. All these questions that were up before. Let me see if I can get all the questions. Okay. I see question from J Money, and he basically says, I have a question about Mira. Is she happen to be stronger than Aquaman in terms of power? Basically, Mira has what is considered hydrokinesis. She can literally absorb the water out of you. Just think of water bending. Strength wise, mostly every Atlantean is stronger than an average human. But strength, I don't think she's stronger than Arthur in the way that you may be thinking. No. Darth Primus says, now that Wonder Woman 84 is being delayed to 2020, I think it's bullshit for WWE to move the release date because they don't want to compete with Marvel, Captain Marvel. Well, we don't know. We don't know what they were thinking. I'm cool with the move. I don't mind. Wonder Woman has moved. They moved now to 2020 instead of. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I don't really mind that at all that it's been moved.
Wait, when was it?
It was going to come out 2019.
No, but was it going to share the same month as Captain Marvel?
I don't think so. So you really shouldn't be complaining about it. I mean, just the fact that we're still getting it, that's cool with me. I got no problem with it. Asia Robinson, hi. I have an idea of what you going to do for Halloween night, or do you not celebrate Halloween? Unfortunately, I'll be working Halloween night, so I can't. I won't be doing anything. I'll be just working. But hopefully, wherever I'm guarding, the little kids that will come in, I get to see their costumes and stuff like that. Should be cool. So it's cool. I'd like Halloween. Don't get me wrong. If I could, I'd dress up. But yeah. Let's move it on. Perry King, are you and your family gonna are you and your family big Chicago Bulls fan? I'm a Bulls fan. I'm a lifelong Bulls fan. Malcolm is a Bulls fan, but he's also a Knicks fan. My dad's a Knicks fan.
I, I like the Bulls.
Yeah, he likes the Bulls,
I like the Bulls. Unfortunately, I'm the next one.
but he's a Knicks fan. I'm a lifelong Bulls fan. So yeah. Let's see next up. Okay, so hold off on the questions, guys, for now until I catch up because you guys left so many questions. I didn't even. Who are your top 5 personal heroes? What are we talking? Fictional heroes or just real? Real. If I was to if I'm going real life heroes, Muhammad Ali, Bruce Lee, um, Hideo Kojima, Serena Williams, and actor. I'll throw Denzel Washington. There you go.
For what?
Favorite heroes.
Like real hero?
Yeah, personal. Yeah.
But of course, I'm such a blockhead. How did I not think of that?
Dark Thrones, are you a Celtics fan? No, I'm not.
That's a lie.
What? I'm not a Celtics fan.
That's a lie. Yeah, son, look, I remember NBA Live 99. You made your own Celtics.
But that's
You made
different.
your own.
I made my own teams, but I'm not a Celtics fan. You know I'm not a Celtics fan.
That'd be like saying you're not a Phoenix fan, but in NBA 2K1 you did season mode with the Phoenix Suns instead of the Bulls.
But that's a game. That's a game.
Yeah, but normally people when they play season mode, they're playing with their favorite team.
See what game?
Said in NBA 2K1 you did franchise mode with the Suns.
Because that's what I got put on.
No, there was no draft in season mode. That's just your team. You picked the team. You had Stephon Marbury, Luke Longley. You had the players that you like, and you had Gugliotta.
But I'm not a Celtics fan.
Oh, I've seen that one point you were because in 1999, I was going by when you play NBA.
Yeah, okay, but I'm not a Celtics fan. I respect the longevity of the team, but I'm not a Celtics fan. I'm not a Celtics fan. Bobby the Brain Heenan or Jimmy the Mouth of the South. Bobby Heenan all over. I love Jimmy Hart, but Bobby Heenan was more over in my opinion. Just the things he did. Omnitron was just just over the top. Just the who's who of people that he's been with. And I'm not saying Jimmy Hart didn't have a lot of people either, but definitely man, Hardy. What is he with? Don't corner that kangaroo. Don't corner him. Okay, anyway.
Come to the party. Be my personal guest. Just accept the invitation. Yes, accept the invitation.
Will Miser, were you excited to see Alundra Blaze and Ivory as I was? I didn't watch that over the Battle Royal. I mean, it's cool to see them, but I didn't see it. You gotta be careful. He kicks.
No, listen. I want you to be my guest, my friend.
See? Don't kick. Yeah, you don't kick.
So what are you doing? I came here to offer you an invitation to Smoking Joe Frazier. I don't even know if your name's Smoking Joe anymore.
Anyway, stupid man, he's gonna get killed. Anyway, but no, I didn't watch it. To me, the Battle Royal, well, I should say to us, basically that Battle Royal was just, we don't have plans for you girls, so just put you in a match. And that's the problem that we have with Evolution in general. They had all this time to build matches and things like that, and they basically half-assed it. Malcolm just wrote an article on it for what Sports Kita about it, and everybody has said the same thing.
Well, the funny thing is, I wasn't too surprised with the battle royal, because especially when they said, "Oh, we're gonna have 50 women on the card." Basically, they wanted to have everybody on the card. Which I know it's
Sorry, I'm eating.
I know it's a monumental, maybe a monumental thing, but it's one of those situations where
Anybody want some chicken teriyaki?
it's one of those situations where it's like, as what they now do with WrestleMania, it should be a privilege for you to be, because like not everybody, that's all about your giant battle royal. It's just everybody is here, get your paychecks. Like, that kind of war that WrestleMania used to be a select few that was at WrestleMania. It meant that, okay, these are the people we're going with for WrestleMania. But once they announced they want to have everybody on, I'm thinking, okay, maybe they do maybe they do a battle royal where your Dana Brooks, your Sonya Deville's, your Mandy Roses, your Iconics, they're in it, and maybe with number one contenders match battle royal. But the reason for why it was almost like, really, was when you see the likes of, that was the best they can do for somebody likes of Oscar.
Right.
That somebody the boogeyman. Oh,
The boogie. Oh shit. Ew, it's the boogeyman.
Like, that's the best they can do for somebody like Oscar. That's the best they can do for Ember Moon. Like, I was saying, I just do Raw vs. SmackDown. I give a special treat. Oh shoot. Well, you just do Ember versus Oscar Part 3. But instead, and the thing was, they announced the Battle Royal the week before the paper, so it was like last minute.
Yeah.
And the same thing for that 6-woman tag. Now, for what I hear, it was better than had any right to. It's a Godfather. Oh
my God. Ooh.
But
It is not Christmas. It is Halloween.
But yeah, I made it simple. I was not gonna watch the Battle Royal. There was 3 matches we're gonna watch.
Right.
The Mae Young Classic final, the NXT title match, and Becky versus Charlotte, which more than delivered in it, man. But I watched Nikki because I was go to Big Trigger how this match go.
Damn, look at that one right there.
It went longer than it probably should have.
Yeah, sure.
They protected Ronda by always having her with Brie. I think she should.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. I am here.
Oh, they just killed Hurricane. Look at Boogeyman giving out worms. And we did check out the first match was Trish versus Lita.
Yeah, we did check out the Trish and Lita match.
Even though I didn't, now I look back, I didn't miss much.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what's most important that the matches that needed delivered, they delivered. And it just sucks. It's just like I said, it's just an indictment to this so-called evolution that they want to hype so much about. That they looked past Super Showdown and Crown Jewel for this show.
Yep.
So as Forrest Gump, that's all I have to say about that. You man still standing with shit. Look at him eating those worms.
Okay. I hope you guys heard that. Okay, that just sounds nasty from Matt. It sounds like he's doing something else. Okay, Will Miser, did you see Halloween? We both did. I will be putting up a review of the movie. Um, I will be putting up a review of the movie soon. I just forgot to put it up. I saw it last Monday. I loved it. If you enjoyed the original from 1979, excuse me, you're gonna love this one. But it was well done indeed. Where do you think WWE? What do you think of WWE Evolution? We just talked about that. What do you think about the new Charmed? I have not sat down and watched it yet. Um, I have it on my DVR, just haven't watched it yet. Um, so when I sit down and watch it, I will give my thought. I said before, I'm gonna give the show 5 episodes. If it doesn't do anything for me after 5 episodes, I'm not gonna watch it. I still need to watch Daredevil. I haven't had time to sit down and watch Daredevil. Castlevania season 2 just came out, and the new Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which I'm hearing a lot of people are loving it. I'm looking forward to that too. So there's a couple of shows on Netflix that I gotta sit down and watch. I have not sat down and watched Daredevil at all, and I will be doing a review of that. The only reason why I'm gonna do that, the only reason I didn't do reviews of the other shows because my computer was down, and I really don't want to do it. Like I said, because it's like, what's the point now? You asked me what do you, okay. Rhonda won. Yeah, Rhonda won, Travis. Why does he just
He's not yellow.
what is he, evil?
Behold, the wall of the walls. Perfect. I shall arrive in style.
Man, he's kind of big. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. 10th Doctor. 10th Doctor or Scrooge McDuck? That's stupid, Perry, because he voices them both. So
I guess that's why.
I get it. I'm not even going there. Rhonda won good. Yeah, she won. Darth Sidious versus Voldemort. Darth Sidious. Look, the thing about Voldemort, I never really looked at him as that powerful. I'm like, okay, so but I just no. Okay, moving on. Did you see Freddie come back on the Goldbergs? No, I didn't. I watched a review of it where Mr. Oh my God, how am I forgetting? Mr. England actually talked about it. So no, I didn't. Him talking about the only time he actually cut himself with the claws. He talked about. He said he's only cut himself once, and that was on I think the 5th Nightmare on Elm Street, because the girl who she missed her mark and he cut himself. Anyway, moving on. I was a little concerned they are going to shove Nikki down our throats after the absence. And yeah, I think we all were that same way. Kind of like, oh, this is Nikki and I'm coming back.
Well, I hope it's not after the match over here. Nikki,
it's not over yet. It better be over. Okay, but money is on. Okay. 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 Travis asks me, did you see Slasher Street parody? Are you talking about the Backstreet Boys parody of all the horror icons? I did see that. That was pretty good. Hey Chris, what's up? Hey Shadow. Did you see that video I sent you? Yes, I did. Thank you. Halloween is my favorite. Is my birthday. Oh wow. Oh, okay, Omnitron. All right, cool. Happy birthday. How's the wife? Got the action. Top notch gaming. Hey Chris, it's me again, man. Hey, thank you. What up? Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay. Marion McDaniels. Hi, Mom. You guys, you don't have to use my name. You could just call me Chris. You guys have permission to call me Chris. So here's a quote you might know. Who knows what evil lurks in the eyes of men? Of course I do. The shadow knows. You gotta do the laugh. You got to do the laugh. You can't not just say that without doing the famous laugh. I'm sorry, you can't. You got to. Uh-oh. Who is that? What the hell?
It's the Laker.
It's the Laker reincarnation. He's gonna come back as Papa Shango. He's gonna come back as Papa Shango. I know it. I know it. Okay. Anyway, let's move on.
Ricky Roberts, you're not here to bust me over the head with a guitar. You, Randy belongs to the entertainment video.
Okay. Shadow production. Yeah, Jane Helms. Did you know that this year was the 20th anniversary for Power Rangers? Did you know it's the 20th anniversary actually for Fifth Element? So yeah, I did know.
40th anniversary for Halloween.
40th anniversary of Halloween. 20. There's a couple of 20th anniversaries for 20.
This is the kind of establishment, and on top of the Queen Rebecca will have all your heads.
So, okay, what is the worst beating you've seen Spider-Man get in the comic? I've talked about this before.
You should try to punch.
Oh, punching people. I told you guys this before. It was during X-Men, Avengers versus X-Men. Peter was fighting the Phoenix Force empowered Colossus, and yeah, there you go. That was the worst I've ever seen Peter, and I nearly cried a tear because I'm like, Peter, stay down, please. So yeah, talked about that before. All right, Omnitron, I'm getting a job working security for a local park. Any tips on what fighting style would be ideal? My current style of boxing and karate. Well, hopefully you don't have to do that. If you're working in a park, it's different for me because I actually do security in high end retail luxury retail stores like Louis Vuitton and Gucci. So, and even the company that I work for, I'm not allowed to do any of that stuff. I can't use my skills, and I can't. My last security guard, yeah, I could get a little, but my advice is hopefully you won't have to use that stuff, Tron. You're never looking for trouble. You're just doing your job. I'm telling you, Papa Shango coming out. What I tell you? He's doing. Papa Shango, he returned. I told you. Papa Shango. I told you he was returning. Let's see. Moving on. Jason Case.
Oh,
Person say shocker isn't underrated. What? Huh?
Biden.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's doing that bullshit. Okay. Uh, person say shocker isn't underrated. What's your response for why that is wrong? It depends on the. He Thanos them. It depends on who's writing them. Ultimate Shocker is a joke. He's a joke. But
And he meant to be.
and 616 Shocker is no joke. He's never he's is he underrated? Yes. But you got to be careful when you throw that word around. Underrated. Um he has dealt some ordeals to Spidey in the past, but when you look at the Shocker, he's always going to be in that category of him and Electro, even though their powers kind of work differently. Electro is always going to be above Shocker. That's just it. It's always going to be that way. Not saying that Shocker is bad, but if those two fought, my money's on Electro. Shocker. All right, moving on. um, let's see. Okay, next up. Okay, Darth Primus. Do you think Avengers 4 will end with Tony's wedding or his funeral? Uh, I would say it has to end with something because the old guard is leaving. Almost all of them are. Well, now it's kind of funny I say that because there was a teaser picture. It was leaked. We saw Gwyneth Paltrow in the first rescue armor. She took a picture. You can see she's wearing some armor, and I'm like, we're gonna see rescue. But then what we thought was Chris Evans. This was he went on to say something now, saying like he said it's a wrap, but not his character. I'm like, okay, then what does that mean? So they're throwing a lot of twists, but if Tony dies, he dies. No, I'm not. Sorry. No, if Tony dies, it would be messed up. I mean, I thought he would have died. He would have died in the first time, but Doctor Strange, which a lot of people are saying Strange did something to the stone. There are a lot of Tony did something to the stone. Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. Somebody ringing my door. Yeah, I just saw it. I talked about the leaked pictures. Have you have you watched the TV show Party of Five? Not my show. W uh, Evolution was Evolution was it was the matches that we wanted to see. It was good, AJ. That's where I'm just mad. Okay. Uh, Jason Case. A good person said persons don't blink when Marvel makes or a bad or awful movie. Would you agree that is moronically bullcrap? Um, uh, uh, there have been some dampers in the Marvel movies. I mean, Thor Dark World was, I didn't like it. I know people that liked it, but I didn't. I hated what they did with the Dark Elves. They could have did a much better job. Um, there've been some crappers in Marvel prior before the MCU, so you can't say that. Uh, but I think everybody thought the real chink in the armor was going to be Guardians of the Galaxy, and look at what happened to that movie. So, with that being said, yeah, there have been some stinkers in my opinion. Yes, I didn't like Iron Man 3 as much as I liked the first one. I didn't even like 2 that much. So it have been. My favorite franchise in the MCU has been Captain America all the way. People ask me all the time, "What's your favorite Marvel cinematic movie?" Captain America. The Captain America franchise, especially Winter Soldier, is still high on my list, and it probably never will. Jim Ross and JR are my favorite. That's cool. Honky Tonk Man or Jake the Snake Roberts. That's easy. Jake Roberts all the way. I was never a big Honky Tonk Man fan. I wasn't. I really wasn't. Um, he was funny. Was he funny? Yeah, but I was never a big Honky Tonk Man fan. Did you hear that they're making a sequel to Space Jam? I heard it's supposed to be a reboot. I don't care. Have you done enough thinking Jack Slade is Wesley Snipes? uh, Jack Slade is Wesley Snipes, can kick ass, mostly martial art and quick. Wait, what? Oh, quick on. I don't know. I don't know what the hell that means. Even though he's an old man in the new Halloween movie, is Michael Myers still lethal as ever? Um, yes, he is. I like to quote that Michael Myers has that psychotic strength because if you watch that movie, the current one now, he's supposed, I don't know how old he's supposed to be, like 60 or something, but he was doing things in that was almost superhuman. And I'm like, wait, I mean, go watch the movie for yourself if you haven't seen it. That's why I'm not going to spoil it. But he's done some things that was just beyond superhuman, and you're like, this is a 60-year-old man or something. And I'm not saying, and I shouldn't be using that as an excuse but if he's depending on how old he was in 78, 40 years, when they showed him out the mask, he looked like an older man. You couldn't really see his face too much. You just saw his bad eye. But yeah, he's lethal. He never was. Would you agree Doom should get a faithful remake movie with demons? Doom just needs to appear in the MCU just with just all respect. Talked about plans. Please, guys, let me catch up. Let me catch up. But cut the. Let me catch up. I'm trying to catch up. Scream 5, should it happen? Explain why. No, it shouldn't. It's over. Fear is not real from an awful movie. After Earth, would you agree that that's one of the dumbest, most bullcrap, nonsensical lines ever in movies and fiction? It is 100% illiterate. Literal. Fear is not real. Yeah, but it's just a movie. Don't take it too seriously. After Earth was stupid to me. I watched it one time for the first time, and I was just like, yeah, okay. But fear can make you do some crazy things as well as it can it can push you as well. So fear helps a lot too. But to say it's not real, that's stupid. Yeah, don't ever say that. How pumped are you for Glass? Yeah, that's one of my must-see movies for 2019 Omnitron. So yes, looking forward to seeing that. Indeed, I'm looking forward to seeing the Beast and David, hook up. See how can the Beast handle David, and can David handle the Beast? Um, let's move on. Are you a fan of Jennifer Hale? I've said that many times to people. You guys ask me sometimes the same questions over, and I tell you guys all the time. she's one of my top favorite voiceover actors. And she can sing too. So yeah. Yeah. Joe Hitor. Oh my God. I haven't seen you in a minute. Joe Hitori, what's up? Real talk, Chris. Okay, real talk. Do you ever get scared about the current situation of our country? Every damn day. Um, Let me keep it real with you guys. Every damn day. Every day, I get up, I wake up, stretch, think the powers that be, great spirits above, God, whatever, whoever, just let me see another day. But every time I turn on the news or go on and I'm seeing this happened to young black man attacked by police, uh, Native American being killed by police, not a big thing about it. Don't talk about too much. People being, especially people of color, being accused of things they haven't done and having the police call them. It's like every single day we're seeing this. Like just recently, the guy from St. Louis, he's trying to get inside his apartment. He lives in a very luxury apartment in St. Louis, and this white woman is blocking his entrance because and she calls the cops. Or the chick at Yale. Um, the girl just happened not too far in here in New York, in Brooklyn. This woman calls the cops on a 9-year-old boy because she said that the boy sexually harassed her by touching her butt and stuff when he did no such thing. We just recently saw in Michigan this white guy shooting a shotgun at this young black student who got lost, and he was trying to find his way to his school because he missed the school bus, so he thought he could. And you clearly see and they use this same excuses every. I was slipping. And you go watch it, and he's like, "Motherfucker, you didn't slip. You didn't slip. You took aim at this kid." Calling the cop. It's like it's to the point, Joe, where I say to myself, it's like we're living in a time where those things we would thought that what our parents dealt with was then. My grandparents, my parents dealt with that was then. But now we're starting to see it come back. And it's like these assholes are constantly crawling out of the woodwork now. And yeah, there's a lot of blame to be going around. Recently now there's been some stuff going on. Senegal's getting Jews getting, and it's just like, what the hell? So to answer your question, real talk, Joe, yes, I do get scared. I do get scared. Not just for me, but that kid that you just saw walk out the room. It's like something we don't know could set somebody off. But yeah, I do get scared, but I try not to think about it. So to say fear doesn't exist, going back to, is stupid, because it does happen. But I don't go looking for trouble. But yeah, we're seeing more and more of this every day, and it's getting crazy and crazy and crazy and crazier and crazier and crazier. And that's why stuff like video games, stuff like comic books, and things like that, my passions help me take me out of that real world situation. So I don't have to deal with it for a while, and I come back. You see where I'm going at? But Joe, thank you for that question. I appreciate that. It was good to get that off my chest. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go back. Okay. Which slasher would work in a noir setting? Michael Myers, definitely. Yeah. because he's one of the few slashers that actually legitimately scares me. Um, Nobody else scares me. Nobody else. Michael Myers does. He does. He legitimately scares me at times. Um, and that music doesn't help either. Let's keep moving on. What do you? I can't talk about season 3 because I haven't watched season 3 of Daredevil yet. If you could dress up as any horror icon for Halloween, who would you dress up as? Hmm, I would say I would probably Mike. I did dress up as Jason back in the day. I dressed up as Jason. I dressed up 89. I dressed up as Freddy Krueger. I was Freddy. And I've never dressed up as Michael Myers though. Okay. If you okay, Zill Nation One. I just hope the Wonder Woman 2 movie will be good and think they are putting it in more scenes. Uh, could be. I have no doubt it'll be good. There's a lot of questions, like how Steve Trevor in the '80s, he's alive. I still have a feeling that this Wonder Woman movie is building up to Wonder Woman's greatest enemy, Cersei's, and that would be great. I would love to see that. Jason Case, if you saw the remake Friday the 13th movie, would you agree the ending is nonsensical and awful? This involves a realistic. So I didn't care for the remake. I didn't watch it. So, would you be excited for a Street Fighter movie or series or both? In your opinion, they are working on a Street Fighter series. Um, you have you ever seen Street Fighter Assassin's Fist? That was a series, or Street Fighter Resurrection. Go watch those. The people that did those are going to be working on this TV series. Let's see. Marion McDaniels. Which of the Universal monsters would you like to see the Shadow fight? Uh, Dracula. There you go. Flying solo tonight. Wife's busy with work, but she's a book editor. All right. Do you like Michael Jordan? Of course. Omnitron. She also does script and screenplay editing. Cool. I like that. Uh,
I'll be back.
we go.
Just going to the corner store.
Oh, okay. Jason Case. Where you going? Can you get me a ginger ale? If you, yeah, here. Here's the money. Give me a ginger ale and some chips. Corn chips if they have. The Y's, the ones, the wavy ones.
Barbecue?
Just regular, the original.
Oh, the Dipsy?
Yeah, the Dipsies. Yeah, thanks. Let's see. Sorry about that. Where are we? Oh, Dante, the original Devil May Cry versus Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider. Who wins this fight? Um, my money's kind of on Dante. The Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, who has Zarathos in him, he's strong. Don't get me wrong, but Dante is a beast. Like when he fully goes in his devil form, it's like what the hell? Like so, yeah. I'm kind of going with Dante. I like them both, but Dante. Next month marks 22 years since TMNT cartoon ended. The day Turtles became equals to Splinter. Travis, did you see all Lizard Man custom creation Soul Calibur 6? I haven't picked up Soul Calibur 6 yet. There's a couple of games now that have just come out. I still got to pick up Assassin's Creed, both of them actually. I still Red Dead Redemption 2 just came out, which now I know it is a prequel. I'm about to play the DLC for Spider-Man. I'm gonna record that and just put it here up on the channel. I won't be commentating over it though. So yeah, looking forward to seeing that, seeing what Black Cat. I've stayed off any videos of showcasing it. Like I'm going in a little fresh, and I want to see what Felicia's gonna do. Zill Nation. Which team of heroes besides Justice League would you do in a DC as a movie? Easy. JSA. Teen Titans, the real Teen Titans, JSA. Yeah, those are two definitely. I'm a big JSA fan. I love the JSA more than Justice League. Friday the 13th is making a reboot. Do you think the 78 Halloween movie still holds up today? Absolutely, Marion, it does. Still holds up today. Dylan Malone, guess what I watched? I'll give you a hint. I got a rock. I got a rock. I got a rock. I'm confused. Darth Price. What happened if the Kingpin went on a diet? Well, the Kingpin, first of all, he's not fat, okay? And besides, that fat that he has is actually only 2% of his body is fat. The rest of that is muscle. It's not fat, it's muscle. And he is excellent sumo and judo. So he knows judo, sumo, wrestling. He's just big. He's not fat. Fat is like Slug. You know, remember the character Slug? He's fat. Fat is Blob. But even Blob is, you see where I'm going at? So he's not fat. But even if he was, if he did lose the weight, he probably looked like what they did with Blob in the comedy Origins. Remember how he looked before? He was all big and muscular, and then he became fat. Do you think the 78 Superman movie still holds up to this day? Yes, that's still good. He probably be called the Slim Pin. I get it. Which version of Jason Voorhees do you like, human Jason or undead Jason? I like them both, but I like more undead Jason a little bit more. Ever see the movie The Craft? Yes, I have, and I love that movie. And if you look at some of the actresses in that movie, you look at them today, they still look the way they do. Remember, Nev Campbell was in that movie. I love that movie. That was a good movie. Heath Danielson. Yeah, I was watching a Halloween special with Matt Hardy on the network, and so something else. Can you do, if not a let's play, then a review of the Sinquan X? I'm actually going to record it with my Elgato, and then I'm going to upload it here. So you will see the DLC for Spider-Man, the heist DLC. So yeah, you will be seeing that. Which would you agree it was best Triple H was not playing for? Of course. What Marvel story you don't want in the MCU? I didn't want the Civil War. Didn't like that story. Forget. If I don't want the Clone Saga, God, I don't want that. I don't want Avengers versus X-Men because that was stupid. I didn't like that story. I don't want. I really don't want Dark Reign. there's a couple of just events that Marvel put out. Just was, there's a I don't I don't want one more day, and I'm laughing about it, but I'm really serious. They better not pull that shit. Uh, let's see. Well, got to run. Wifey's done with work, and we're watching the new Sabrina show tonight. Glad to hear it. Oh, yeah, I got to watch the Sabrina show too. So, in your opinion, if a Marine was sent to smash a cop that obviously used police brutality, no doubt the cop would be begging for mercy. Pretty much. Could Deathstroke work as a Daredevil villain, or is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, he could. Would Chris Hemsworth be a good Aquaman? See, if we're that you mean the stereotypical Aquaman, the white Aquaman. Let's just put it like that. I guess, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing how Jason. I don't mind Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I don't. I really don't. You know, I really don't mind him. You know, and but I understand why people were like, why wasn't he just the traditional Aquaman? You know, but is it wrong to say that Aquaman could have been Polynesian, Hawaiian? No, he could have been it. You know, with Namor still yet to come, there's still a lot of people saying that it seems like the only actors that are interested in playing Namor are Asian actors that keep tweeting out, hey, whenever y'all do Namor, and Marvel seems to be very inquisitive about having an Asian actor play King Namor. Um, and I wouldn't mind it at all. You know, like I said before, you look at all the past artists who've drawn Namor, he looks Asian. He does not look white. He doesn't. Um, do you agree that there are bad comic book characters that no great writer could make work or great? Yeah, somewhat. I don't see why Marvel constantly continues to try to try to keep giving Sentry another push at something. I'm like, it's like fuck that character, man. I just don't care. What if the Spirit met Frank Miller? Uh, I'm not even going there. What Soul Calibur girl would you date? Taki. That's my girl. I dream about her all the time. Taki is my girl. That's my girl, Taki. Um, AJ, since you was at Comic Con, did you meet Tyrone Madness or Solid Monster? I didn't meet Tyrone Madness. I met Akasan. I met him when I was leaving my final day. I was walking and and there was a guy outside. I don't know what he was doing, but he was sitting with another guy. And I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, I know this guy. This guy's a YouTuber. I know him. And I looked again and I was like, and I started scrolling on my phone. I'm looking for something. I'm like, that's Akasan. And I came up and I shook his hand. I said, I'm a YouTuber too. I'm a big fan. I'm a fan. Of course, I met Comic Uno, Cat, my friend Cat. So finally got to that meeting. Finally happened. So yeah, but I did meet Tyrone Magnus again. But he was there. I just don't know what days he came. But yeah, he was there. J Money. I still think it's a mistake that Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn is leading the Birds of Prey team in this movie. Just like Jennifer Lawrence Mystique is leading. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't even like the fact that Harley is in this movie. And no Barbara, no Babs, no Batgirl. Like when you think about the Birds of Prey, the Trinity of the Birds of Prey are Babs, Dinah, Helena. We're not getting that. Um, Which would what would a Spider-Man comic book look like if it was done by Frank Miller? I don't even want to think about it. Frank Miller did brilliant job with Daredevil, but I would hate to see what he would do with Spider-Man. Oh my God. Um, are they just doing that because of their star status and popularity in Hollywood? What? I don't know what you're talking about, so I can't. Um, do you believe the New Jersey Devil is real? Do you? I'm a cryptic nut. Who said that? I'm a cryptic nut, Jason. So I kind of believe in a lot of these cryptics at times. Like to me, there's got to be a bit of truth to them. I mean, some truth. Like these things, these stories came up, but it's like there's got to be a little bit of a truth to it. You understand where I'm coming from? Like some truth to it. Most myths have a little bit. Most myths, legends have a bit of truth to it. But I don't believe in the whole. The whole. It came from a woman and it looked like a horse and no, I don't think that's that part. But there are people who claim to have seen it and have testimonies backing up. Have you seen Castlevania season 2 of Castlevania? I have not watched any of the new shows on Netflix that I want to watch. So no, I said that like 3, 4 times already. Um, indeed. Um, so yeah, I have not. So sorry. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Keep going. Keep it going. Let's see. Hey Chris, real talk. If you don't mind, it's kind of disgusts me that people get mad over the littlest things, and when you try to call out on it, they try to make you look like the bad guy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes, yeah, I I don't like it either. I could agree with that. It's kind of like Wolverine leading the franchise, but at least Hugh Jackman had the charisma and talent. I wouldn't say he led the French because Wolverine is just a very cool character, you know. But like you said, Hugh Jackman just had to. He really molded himself into that character. Unlike all the other actors, somewhat, he really took that role very serious. And I'm not saying that nobody else did, but you could truly see that he loved playing that character. There are some of the actors in the X-Men franchise. I look at him like, were you really excited to play that character, or was this just a payday for you? To me, Jason Marston, who played James Marston, or who played Cyclops, I'm just like, that could have been somebody else to play him. To me, as much as I like Halle Berry, I'm like, that still doesn't give me that Storm vibe. You know, I hated what the franchise has done with Mystique. It's like she's a villain. She's not good. She's not like. Why'd you change that? Why'd y'all? First of all, what first when they started doing the prequels and stuff? The first thing, if I was rereading the script for that first, I would have said, okay, basically interior setting, Xavier home, Charles meets Raven. Instantly, I would have thrown that right out. Like, nope, like nah, just stuff like that. Just that's why I'll be glad when this deal is done, and it seems like it's getting closer and closer. They're saying now the deal could be completed by January. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is really good, and I've been playing it. Yeah, I've seen gameplay, a little bit gameplay, and I'm loving. I'm like, okay, I'm looking forward to playing this. I got to play Origins, and I got to play this one. And the thing about it, guys, I'm not tired of Assassin's Creed because now they've kind of calmed down on putting it out almost like they're taking their time because you're seeing some time being done with these. WWE is so hard to make fans boo Becky. What do you think? What do you suggest they do to achieve that? Nothing, because she doesn't need to be a villain. She doesn't need to be a heel. She shouldn't be heel in the first place. Best thing to do for them is turn either the best thing for them they should have did was turn Charlotte heel. Charlotte's better as a heel than a face. Becky, you're not going to turn my queen. That's my queen. She's not. You're not turning her. And the fact that they WWE just needs to save face and realize that, hey, we're not going to change. This is who they want. There it is. But WWE is just they're just
And they didn't have the best
okay. Oh, Fritos, I'll take it. Thank you. Yeah, so just let Becky be what she is. Don't just let Becky be what she is. There's no use in trying to change her. I'm just glad, yeah, she's beaten Charlotte twice cleanly, like straight clean the middle, like no crookery, no nothing. It is what it is. Charlie Brown, I got a rock. I that's why I laughed because I'm like Charlie Brown. I was thinking Charlie Brown. I was like, okay. Top Notch Gaming. You gonna get back to reacting to teams or I miss those. Am I gonna get back into doing those? Maybe. You don't know. I told you guys before, don't ask for nothing because right now I'm just doing me. Right now I'm doing me in terms of what I want to react to. And if I did do it, I got major catching up to do with the teens and the FBE videos because I've been out of commission in terms of my computer. So, but who knows? I may get back and do it. And right now I got a hurricane has been missing for some time. He went away, and we had a bet going, and the bet was I couldn't get angry watching those for the next 10 reactions I did. So whenever I can find him, we'll see. Besides, I know Monster, he misses him. I know he misses him. Sorry. I do not want a superior Spider-Man movie. I refuse to read the book. I doubt they'll do that. They haven't even introduced Doc Ock into the MCU. Still to this day, Mark Hamill has seriously expressed interest in playing Doc Ock. He's not joking about it either. I am looking forward to seeing Mysterio. Favorite males NXT favorite wrestler on NXT, male wrestler on NXT. Favorite female is Aleister Black and Shayna Baszler. Yeah, Shayna won last night. Or a tainted victory, in my opinion. Kyrie should have never lost that match. My Mia Yim is in. My Mia is in NXT. She earned her contract, so I'm so happy for Mia. But if we're going female wise. Yeah, it's Kyrie. It is Kyrie. She's up there. Um, but if I was saying Nikki, I love her. I love her. She plays that role so well. I also like Bianca Belair. She's good too. Male wise, yeah, Alistair's up there. Ricochet's my dude. That's my dude. So those are a couple people. Um, do you think it was BS and made absolutely no sense that Kevin Spacey came out as gay after being called out for a sexual allegation? Wait, what? He did that? Whatever. No, Jason Momoa looks more rugged and masculine as Aquaman. He could play a more better and deserving Arthur. Yeah, we'll just have to see. Wait for his movie. I mean, he's got his own. What's really going to sell a lot of people on Momoa's performance is now he's he's he is now he has to hold down his own movie. He's the forefront of his movie. That's gonna be the big money sell money right there. But he did that, Perry. I can't believe that, really. So he comes out and says he's gay. What the? I don't. Marion, hope Roman Reigns can bounce back from leukemia. Me too. When he came out and said he had leukemia, well, he was fighting. It came back. That was scary, because I read more into leukemia. It's a blood cancer, and not a lot of people have done well recovering from it another time, and I'm really scared. Not just for him, but I'm more worried about his daughter. Because I don't want her to lose her father at such a young age, because I know what that's like to lose a parent at a young age, and I don't want that for her. Because sometimes losing a parent at a young age, that can do some things to you psychologically, and you don't recover from it. So I'm pulling for Roman. I hope he does beat it. If he does, I hope he does. I'm just gonna end it with that. Joe Hittori, how are you feeling about the cancellation of Luke Cage? That came out of nowhere, Joe. That came out of nowhere. I couldn't believe the Iron Fist. I was not too shocked at, because it always looked like Netflix was eyeing to cancel that. But then them saying that he's still going to be around, I'm like, okay, that's fine. All right, he's still going to be around, fine. But when they canceled Luke Cage, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what now? And now they hear that there was some creative differences, and I'm like, that's always something that's always going to be prominent in a cancellation. Creative differences. And a lot of people are saying that, well, this could also mean because of the fact that Disney is about to start their own streaming service, and they're going to have Marvel shows over there, and I don't know. I mean, think about it. Let's say, you're Marvel. You want everything on one brand, and Marvel has properties on Netflix. We already know that all the Marvel movies that are on Netflix are leaving at next year. That's it. So, yeah, like Black Panther was the last. That's the last one that you're gonna see over on Netflix. Nope. Infinity War's not coming over there, anything like that. But I don't know. It's just you miss it. You miss it. I'm gonna miss it because I love Mike Coulter as Luke Cage. He really, for especially for somebody who didn't really know him until, and then I started going back and watching some of my favorite shows, and I saw him in an episode. Like I was watching Law and Order SVU. I forgot what old season, and he was in an episode. I'm like, that warlord looks like familiar. That's Mike Coulter. I watched not too long ago. I watched Men in Black 3. He was Jay's dad. It's like wait, what? Like, and I've done that before. Like, I watched when I'm on Hulu. I watch a lot of old shows on Hulu and besides that, but I was rewatching my favorite CSI, Miami, Miami at CSI. Yeah, right, yeah. No, CSI. Yeah, CSI Miami. That's my favorite. And I was rewatching it, and I found that several actors that I'm watching currently now was on that show. Candice, or if who plays Iris, she was on an episode. Grant Gustin was on an episode. Uh, Stephen Amell was on an episode of CSI Miami, and I'm like, oh my god, like how did I not remember these? Like, it's funny, but hopefully, if I still feel that they're gonna do something, but it did suck to hear when Luke Cage got canceled. Margot Robbie and Jennifer, the reason why they are leading the team. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what you said. Okay, that's what you mean. I guess, but I don't know. It's just, to me, Jennifer Lawrence. I'm not too impressed with her. I'm like, you know, Margot Robbie is much better actress than she is. I will argue that with anybody. Margot Robbie really took that role of Harley Quinn and nailed it. She nailed that character of Harley. Um, I will give her more credit than Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique, because to me she didn't come off as Mystique. The fact that every time I watch her, I look at it, I'm like, she's a big hypocrite because she's talking all this mutant and proud, but you spend half of your time in your disguise. And every time I watch it, I go back to X-Men 2 when mom and son are talking, and when he asks her, you could stay anybody you want, look like anybody you want. Why don't you stay that way? And what was her excuse? What was her answer? Because we shouldn't have to. And I'm like, but yes, of course, it's more because Jennifer Lawrence, but it's still big hypocrite. She really is. Are you afraid of hitting 40? No, I'm not. I'm not afraid of. I got 4 more years before I hit 40, and I'm not afraid. I'm actually pretty excited. I was excited when I hit 30. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hitting 40, hitting the big 40. Hopefully I make it. Mystique should have died, and yeah, she should have. I don't care. Which hero could you see Michael Myers being a villain to? I don't know. Punisher, I guess. Yeah, Punisher. There you go. Love both Becky Lynch and Charlotte, my two current favorites. Um, I like Charlotte, but I'm more of a Becky. I was more of a Becky than Charlotte because I knew Becky before she came to WWE. Saw her first in the Indies when she was called Rebecca Knox. and she was a manager with uh for Paige and her mother, Soraya Knight. And she was called Brittany Knight. Yes. Paige's mom was a wrestler, and she's she's badass too. Um, so yeah. Um, let's see. Die Hard or Terminator 2? Terminator 2. Thoughts on the Flash from the 90s showing up in the Arrowverse crossover? I can't wait to see that. Wesley Shipp still looks great. Did you hear Sis left FBE? Brooklyn left? Oh no. Oh no, she did. Man. What was your first introduction to Spider-Man? Mine was the 90s cartoon. Oh God. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, man, I've been in Spider-Man since I was 8 years old, man. Like, comic wise, 10. Spider-Man, like 8. I was watched the old 80s cartoons. I even watched the 60s cartoon. I knew Spider-Man when I was around 8. Comic wise, 10. So yeah, I've been with him for now over 20 something years, and they ain't never gonna change. Thoughts on the new Batwoman image? Looks great. She looked great. I love that image, just her and Supergirl together. That was great. I was loving that. I was like, yeah, get a close up look at her, the costume. I'm like, Ruby looks great. I can't wait to see her. Has the movie night come? Do you think we're eventually going to get a Heroes for Hire now that Luke and Danny? That's my biggest thing, the West, is that I was thinking maybe that's what they're maybe planning, like to bring those two together. But if you watch the end of Luke Cage and the end of Iron Fist, things have changed. It kind of seems like Luke is a joining the dark side. Danny hasn't. He just lost the ability of. He just lost the Iron Fist, but he still can channel his chi. But now he channels it into guns, and I'm like, all right. So, but I don't know. Um, let's see. If they have a Daughters of the Dragon stream show or Marvel, which villain can you think of the first season? Ravana, the villain that they fought in their very first series. Ravana. Look her up. Um, that's who they should go against. Um, see, looking forward to you getting back to trailer reactions. I just put up. I just put up. I just put up a reaction to Reign of Superman, so you should go check that out. Also put up the reaction to Marvel vs. DC Rise of the Villains Part 3. That's from Mighty Raccoon. It was fun to do. So yeah. Most painful werewolf transformation you've seen in a movie? Easy. Werewolf in London. That's still probably one of the most painful things I've ever seen in my life in terms of werewolf transformation. That made just so much sense in explaining that this body is morphing into a wolf. It's like your bones are stretching, this is stretching, your jaws are stretching, everything like that. And mostly other, it just, they just, and that's it. But Werewolf in London made that very eerie and painful. Bat Batwoman and Supergirl better not kiss each other since Ruby is a lesbian. Why should it matter if they kiss? If what if she? I mean, we all know Supergirl in the show is not gay, but that shouldn't matter. Um, and so what if she's gay? I don't. That shouldn't even matter. You shouldn't even think like that. It's not even necessary to think like that. You know? Hey Chris, what are your thoughts on what happened on Raw due to Roman Reigns, due to Roman and Dean turning the other side? I just talked about Roman. In terms of Dean, it was I wasn't shocked too much, but the only reason I was shocked was because it happened with when Roman came out and said he had leukemia again. I'm like, okay, they probably scrapped that idea, but we all felt it was coming. Dean was going to turn. It was like that's it. That's it. Any games you're looking forward to next year? Uh, yeah, Resident Evil, definitely. Um, but as the Resident Evil, definitely, I'm looking forward. Resident Evil 2 remake. Um, Kingdom Hearts. There's a couple of games. Will you get back into characters why I like them vids? Yes, I will. Would you like to see Taskmaster show up in the MCU? Yes, I would. And I think the best way to do it is just how they did Taskmaster in the Spider-Man game. That was a very good way of how they did it. So yeah, I would definitely take that. And good night as well. Yeah, indeed. Let's see. Next question. If the deal goes through, would you like to see a Deadpool series on Netflix or something? Kevin Feige has said he wants their Deadpool. The deal is it's you guys got to stop saying if the deal goes through. It's going through. It's going through. It's not a case of it's not going to happen. It's happening. It is going to happen. It's not if. It's going to. And if they do a Deadpool, it won't be on Netflix. No Marvel stuff was going to be on Netflix. That's the case. Which creature from the Resident Evil series won for? Which creature from the Resident Evil series one is Nemesis? Are you saying is which one? Which is my favorite? Uh, mm, I love the liquor for some reason. I don't know why. Creepy thing. Joe Hittori. What do you think of what DC is doing with Nightwing? Yeah, I am. That's crazy. Like he's become a whole different person because he got shot in the head. KGB shot him in the head, and he has become this new, like a whole complete different guy. And he's not going under Nightwing. He's not even going under Dick. Dick Grayson. I think he calls himself Rick now. I'm gonna see how they play this out though. Perry King, what do you think? Did you watch any gameplay of Cyberpunk 20? No, I saw one trailer and I was like, you know what? I want to be a little bit. If I play this game, I want to be surprised. I don't want to watch any. I meant to say which creature from Resident Evil scares you. Um, yeah, liquor was definitely the first one that kind of scared me. Uh, is um, what do you think of Shaggy's song "It Wasn't Me" when you first heard it? What are you thinking now? What do you think? I still like it. Um, I still like it. I liked it when it first came out. Um, even though it's funny that Shaggy's not even Jamaican, really. It's just funny, but yeah, I still like it. I meant to say, okay. Is Days Gone on your list of anticip? Yeah, I've been wanting to play that, but every time that game keeps getting pushed back. But I actually looking. I want to play that game. Night Chris, good to hear from you. Creative working here. Thanks, Darth. Um, who is who is who can you see playing Black Cat a Nick Spider-Man movie if Kevin Feige produced it? Uh, man, that's a good question. You know, I would want somebody a little older, Black Cat a little older, maybe a little older, maybe. Um, I don't know, man. That's hard. That's that's a hard question. That's a hard question to ask. Man, I would say Emma Stone, but but I would think they would get somebody else. I don't know, but I like Emma's raspy voice. I that raspy voice, her raspy voice is cute to me. I'm like, yeah, I like that. Um, last year was Will Eisner's 100th birthday. Yep. Let me see. Anybody else? All right, next question. Get ready to wrap this up myself. Okay, Fantastic Four eventually will enter the MCU. Who do you think should direct the movie? Um, I'd get Brad Bird. I would Brad Bird, the Fantastic Four. Get Brad Bird to direct that. That would be perfect. Um, because he understands family, and that's great. Mike Ryan Coogler is coming back for Black Panther too, so I wasn't shocked that. I was like, why not? Um, Joe Hittori asks, who would you like to see more? Who would you like to see in the MCU more? She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, or Tigra Greer Nielsen? I like them both, but I'm definitely gonna say She-Hulk. I want to see She-Hulk, but I'd love to see Tigra. She's another good and great, good character. It'd be great to see a Catwoman, in that. Um, um, let's see. Can't wait for Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too, Perry. I would rather have him direct the Spirit. We talking about Will Eisner? Yeah. Um, would you? What do you think of what do you think makes the Wendigo from Native American mythology so scary? I guess it's more of the flesh eating cannibalistic side to it. Like that's the main gist of it. You know, it's just the cannibalistic side, eating flesh. Um, I think in terms of games, um, um, the game for what the hell is the name of the game? I forgot the name of the damn game, but yeah, it came out for the PS4. They did a good job of that, and it was cool. Brad Bird for the Spirit. Oh, man. Well, we'll see. Uh, okay, last question. This last question, and this will be it. I'm gonna end it right here. Last question is from Joe Hattori. And Joe asks me, last question: have you watched the show, the new Nathan Fillion show, The Rookie? Yes, I have. I'm a big Nathan Fillion fan, so of course I'm gonna watch. I like the show. It's good. Um, I gotta watch the latest episode. I haven't watched it. It's still on my DVR. I haven't watched it yet. You know what else is a good show too to watch? I recommend it. God Friended Me. That's a really good show too. That's actually where the actress who plays Jessie Quick, she's on that show. It's a really good show. I do recommend it. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It's a really good show. It's fun. He does a he's an atheist, but there's an account called the God account, and it just account sends him friend recommendations on Facebook, and he goes and helps these people. It's really good. It has kind of like a Quantum Leap vibe to it, but it's really cool. I do recommend it. Anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Uh, I'll be back next month with two more, uno, dos more live Q&As for you guys. Uh, this was fun as always. Thanks for everybody coming out, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.